Hey, Shalawam. Shalawam, Shalawam. Sound good, sound good. Sound good, sound good. Yep. Alright. Let's get into it, man. First and foremost, facing the east, giving all praises, honor, and glory be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, V'kakwadash. Those are the true names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yahawah is the Father's true name. That means He is, He exists. Bahasham means in the name. Yahawashi is the Son's true name. That means He saves, He delivers. And V'kakwadash equals a spirit that's holy, a spirit that's set apart. Shalawam, Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, as always, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Okay, it's your brother Yerami Kazak, back with hopefully another edifying lesson through the spirit, power, and strength of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, V'kakwadash. All right, so let's get into it. This one is entitled, Is GMS Not Enough? Okay, that's going to be my question this entire lesson. Is GMS not enough? Now let's go to prophecy. Understanding how things are supposed to transpire and, you know, what's really going on in this place. Let's go to Matthew, the 24th chapter. And verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So what's going to happen around the time that Yahawashi is coming back? Okay? And Yahawashi answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. We're seeing that take place. Okay, it's over, you know, 100. Let's actually look that up just to show it. Okay. It's over. Let me see. You can simply type in how many conflicts are going on in the world right now. It's over 65 active conflicts. Okay? So these are wars and rumors of wars. These could be on minor scales or major scales. This could be what's going on in Sudan, or what's going on with the cartels, or what's going on with Taiwan and China, or what's going on with Ukraine and Russia. Okay? Etc., etc., etc. So over 65 active state-based conflicts. Verse 7, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. You see that taking place as well. Famines, pestilence, sickness, this cyrospiralysis, you know, all this different type of stuff that's happening, man. Okay, across this planet. And earthquakes in diverse places. Hey, if you check we can look that up right now. Earthquakes compared to last year. Okay. Worldwide averages continue to record roughly 15 to 18 major magnitude 7.0 events per year. Global earthquakes activity is tracking at a normal steady rate compared to last year. And last year was massive. So you're having more earthquakes these days than it ever was. All right, let's get another stat. If I could get the, they got a website. It's like earthquake. Let's just type in how many earthquakes happen a year. Okay. Millions of earthquakes happen globally each year, with about 20,000 located by instruments and roughly 500,000 strong enough to be detected. All right. And as we get into these times, okay, this is going to continue, okay, transpiring. All right. And uproaring and going crazy. And what comes with earthquakes? Volcanoes erupting. If you was paying attention last year, you had massive volcanoes erupting. Let's look that up. This is, hey, we are reporters, bro. You need to know this information because it ties into prophecy. How many volcanoes I get this stat. There are typically 40 to 50 volcanoes in a continuing eruption status worldwide at any given time, with around 20 active erupting on a single day. Okay, now how many volcanoes erupted last year? There were 71 confirmed eruptions from 63 different volcanoes over the course of last year. All right, and I remember at one point in time, it was like 3 or 4 that was erupting at the same time. This mess was going crazy. Okay, so as we, approach these times, the Most High is what? He's acting through weather, through the earthquakes, through the volcanoes, through tornadoes, through hurricanes. That's why you're going to have more extreme hurricanes, storms. What is going on? Brothers should know about this. Super El Nino. Okay? That thing is major. If brothers is not reporting on that, what are you doing? This ties directly into what we're reading about. A super El Nino. Right? So verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. This is the beginning of the end. The beginning of Jacob's trouble. We are in Jacob's trouble right now. All right? Hemi, we went into Israelites going into West Africa yesterday. We touched on all of that history. And at this point, brothers, I'm not touching on shit that we just touched on yesterday. Everything is going to be on the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And you yourself, yeah, you hopped off. That was your fault. What what I supposed to do, bro? Just go on YouTube, brother. It's all there. You hopped off. Come on, man. If you wanted the information, you could have stayed in class. You know what I'm saying? So all these are the beginning of sorrows. And that's the thing, bro. We have to reteach and reteach and reteach. Because brothers is you're not coming through getting the information. You're not coming through getting the breakdowns. Right? That's why the YouTube is there. That's why the elders have the breakdowns there. That's why all that information is there. Well, I just flow through whatever the Spirit tell me to go through every single day. Verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So it's coming a time where we're going to be persecuted for the names of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay? Delivered up. FEMA camps. ICE facilities. Alligator Alcatraz. These things. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Who? Family members, friends. Your individual who you think is such a good person, your sister or your mother who you think is such a good person, is going to turn. And you say, no, brother, not my mother. Okay. You keep thinking like that. You keep thinking like that, bro. You keep thinking like that. Okay? Because you thinking your family is going to be the only family that's not going to change up because you knew this person your whole life, but they just continue to call on Jesus Christ. Right? This is the thing. I'm going to tell you brothers right now, y'all may get offended, man. You're not men. You're not men, bro. Until you come into this truth and you gird up your loins and you What does scripture say? All right, put aside that weak nature. That weak nature. That effeminate sympathy type spirit, man. Empathy type spirit. You got to put aside that. You got to put aside all of that, bro. And this is going to destroy brothers, man. Me and my wife would never turn on me, man. Man, my mother ain't never going to turn on me, man. And my grandma ain't never going to turn on me, man. Bro, if they calling on Jesus Christ, bro, they got demons on them. And you got demons on you too. That's why we do the lessons. That's why we pray. That's why we fast. Stop thinking, that comes with a high-minded spirit. Thinking that you better than somebody. All right? Let me get that for you, bro. I feel like preaching today, man. Micah 7, 5 through 6. Trust ye not in a friend. Put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. Don't tell everything to your woman. All right? You need to be a man. A man needs his space. A man needs me time. A man needs to sit alone and think. You need to have a spot where you can go and sit alone and think and pray and talk to the Most High. Don't always be up under your woman. That's not a man. Verse 6. For the son dishonoreth the father. The daughter riseth up against her mother. The daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's enemies are the men of his own house. Where did we hear that before? Where is that coming from? Who said that? Yahawashi. Okay? Yahawashi said that. So this is prophecy, what we talking about. This is Matthew 10 to 21. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child. And the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. Are you saying that our king is a liar? Because you don't think that your family could do that? Yeah? I think brothers be thinking they know more than Yahawashi. I think that. That's what I think. You know? They think they know more than the scriptures. 35. Matthew 10. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. So when Micah was speaking this in Micah 7 and 6, Yahawashi restated it. Micah was talking about what Yahawashi was going to do. This is prophecy. Everything stems back to prophecy. Prophecy, man. Luke 12 and 53. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother, and the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. All right? This is what's going to take place. Luke 21 and 16. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren, and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. But no, man, my best friend, Ronnie, he'll never turn on me. I know he ain't accept the names or nothing. He don't know the doctrine. He's still a hood nigga. You know? He still smoke, drink, cuss, fight, commit adultery. You know, he still do all of that. I mean, we could drink, you know, don't get me wrong. Okay, but he's still a nigga in the world. Pretty much. This brother's going to turn on you, and this brother is going to take the chip, man. Who is thy mother, father, brother? Who is that? Those that do the will of the Most High. And that's something that brothers have a hard time understanding. These people of the world, bro, they're not on the standard that we are on. They're not moving the way that we move. They don't understand what is the meaning of life. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. To fear Yahawah and keep his commandments. They don't even care about the commandments. So you can't put them on a standard that's your own because they don't understand it. I've taught this many of times before. It's like road rage. You got road rage at somebody and they don't think like you. They're not compassionate. They don't have mercy like you. You mad that they cut you off. Bro, they don't think like you. They wasn't raised like you. You understand? So you can't put them on your standard because they're not you. This is exactly how your family is. But we was raised up together. But you're supposed to be a new person. The scriptures say you're supposed to be a new creature. You understand? The ways of the world, you're leaving behind, man. It's no such thing as a good person, bro. We are not good. Yahawashi told you he wasn't good. Only the Father is good. We're not good. Sirach 11, 29 through 31. Bring not every man into thine house, for the deceitful man have many trains. Exactly. Don't bring everything into your house. Don't bring everything into your spirit. Don't bring everybody around. Don't let everybody come to your house. Know where you stay. Okay? Like as a partridge taken and kept in a cage, so is the heart of the proud. And like as a spy watcheth he for thy fall. For he lieth in wait and turneth good into evil, and in things worthy praise will lay blame upon thee. So that stems back to what the lesson is entitled. Is GMS not enough? We see it, man. We see it from brothers. New brothers. Okay? And hey, I don't know, I was just talking to a brother in the chat, but this ain't just about him. This is about all these other brothers and brothers that may be in still. You know what I'm saying? That for a while or whatever. It's not beneficial for you to bring all this folly and all this worldly stuff into this thing, man. You don't want to lose track of where you're going by being over here to the left too much or being over here to the right too much. This thing is like a destination. It's like a road. You're walking on the road, but you see, oh, bad bitch. Oh, shit. I'll be right back, y'all. Y'all keep going. Now we going. And brother come back. He like, oh, shit. Y'all so far ahead of me. Let me catch up. Nah, we ain't stopping for you, bro. We ain't stopping. Okay? Oh, shit. Candy. Oh, I'll be right back. Now you coming back. Oh, hey, y'all brothers far ahead. Come back. It's too late. The wise virgins, the foolish virgins. Stop wasting your oil. Stop wasting your oil on all these different type of distractions. That goes back to the question. Is GMS not enough? The Most High has gave you prophets, man. He has set up men in your midst. Let's go to Isaiah. He has set up men before you to teach you, to guide you. Look at this. The Most High is gracious and just. And therefore will Yahawah wait, that he may be gracious unto you. And therefore will he be exalted, that he may have mercy upon you. For Yahawah is a power of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for him. Now let's get a precept real quick before we continue. Let's go to 1 Peter 2:2. And what does it say? As newborn babes, wherefore laying aside all malice and all guile, deceit, all these different type of ways that you had in the world. You got to leave that stuff behind, brother. You got to set all that stuff down. It's not beneficial for you. Hypocrisies. Okay, being a hypocrite. You know how Christians, they'll be like, yeah, they Christians, but they smoke weed. That's hypocrisy. You can't smoke and be in this truth, brother. What? You gotta lay that all down. And envies. You got envy, jealousy, comparing yourself. I got a song on my album, the Kung Fu tape. It's titled, What is Competition? And I say in the song, that competition spirit, I don't feel it no more. I'm not competing with nobody. It's me versus me. That's it. I gotta fight myself, bro. Okay? So what is competition really? It's you versus you. You don't compare yourself to other men. As the scripture says, I dare not make myself of that number. Because men who commend themselves, all right, are not wise. They're fools. Yeah, man, I'm just like King David, bro. No, the fuck you not. Yeah, man, I'm just like Elijah. No, you not. Yeah, man, I'm just like Jeremiah. No, you not. You understand? So we don't get caught up in those stupid, foolish debates. That's foolishness. And if anybody's out here talking about, I'm chosen, I'm part of the 144,000, that's a fool. And most definitely he's not of the elect. You don't know who you are. So you lay aside all of that and all evil speakings. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. And if so be, ye have tasted that the Lord is gracious. Now, what did we just read in Isaiah 18? And therefore will Yahawah wait that he may be gracious unto you. He's waiting on you. He's giving you time. He's giving you mercy. The doors of mercy are open. And stems back to the question, is GMS not enough? It's the men that he set up with the proper understanding, the proper doctrine. Are they not enough? Okay? The pot on the stove is hot. The soup is in the stove. And but you like, nah, mama, I don't want your food. I'm gonna go to McDonald's. What? You shouldn't be eating McDonald's in general. If brothers don't know that, that's human meat. Okay? That's trash ass meat. Don't be eating that shit. But anyway, fast food, you shouldn't be messing with it, man. All right? So you're choosing fast food over home cooking. You're choosing all this other stuff in the world over what's actually nutritious for you. It makes no sense. And therefore will Yahawah wait that he may be gracious unto you, and therefore will he be exalted that he may have mercy upon you. For Yahawah is a power of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for him. For the people shall dwell in Zion at Jerusalem. Thou shalt weep no more. When you come into this truth, you back in Zion. You understand who you are. You understand that we were a people before we were a place. So geographically, wherever we at, we Israelites, it doesn't matter. We are that people. And we will eventually be New Jerusalem, the third temple. The temple is men. Okay? New Jerusalem, that city is men. It's not a physical city, bro. It's the men. We are being adorned as the bride of the bridegroom. For the people shall dwell in Zion at Jerusalem, thou shalt weep no more. He will be very gracious unto thee at the voice of thy cry. When he shall hear it, he will answer thee. And though Yahawah give you the bread of adversity, slavery, plantation, you got to go to work. You what? You curse to pay bills, Barak 3:8. You subject to payments. You know what I'm saying? We all going through it. Okay? And the water of affliction, yet should not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. And how do we know that this is at this point in time? Because in the kingdom, brother, we ain't going to have to teach each other. You understand? So this is at this point in time. Thy teachers, they should not be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. You see your teachers teaching constantly every single day. So that goes back to the question, is GMS not enough? Why do you got to go to Mr. TikTok, don't know what he doing, Israelite, And all he is a TikTok Israelite. All he do is turn on his phone and record. He don't do, what does Yahawashi command us to do? What did he say? Bid them to the marriage. Go out into the highways and hedges. That's a sign. If a brother don't go out on the street, bro, okay? Now we have, various cases, okay? But for the most part, hey, that brother need to go out on the street. All right? You know what I'm saying? So these are red flags you need to notice. You need to check. You need to filtrate your life through the scriptures. Take it back to the scriptures. If I see an individual, he may call him Yahawah, Yahawashi, but he's saying Yah. And you know, motherfuckers say Yah for conversation's sake because they don't want to offend nobody. You know, because somebody may be saying Yahuwah, another person may be saying Yahweh, another person may be saying Yahosha. So they'll say Yah just to appease everybody on the chat. Hey, yeah, man. Yeah, Yah don't play that. Yah don't. Bro, that's not his name. Yeah, that's not his name, brother. I'm going to say Yahawah. And if you offended, then get the fuck up out my live. If I'm going to say Yahawashi. If you don't like that, then get the fuck up out my live. I hope you offended. Nigga. I don't give a fuck. We going to stand boldly for this, bro. I'm going to say Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi every single day. And if you don't like it, then don't like it. You can't do shit about it. You can't do shit about it, bro. This is the power, man. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way. Walk ye in it when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. So is GMS not enough, brother? Is GMS not enough? Right? Let's go back. Let's go to Isaiah 28. Because it's a certain way that you teach, man. It's a certain way that you teach. Okay? Let's go to Isaiah 28 and 8. For all tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean. That's what we're seeing. Gross darkness all upon this earth. It's dirty everywhere. As we read, many shall come in my name and say that they are the Hamashiach. Many individuals are coming in the name. They're trying to say that they're Yahawashi. And also we know that, let's get this precept. Many false prophets shall arise. When you know that many false prophets, it's going to be more false prophets than real prophets, brothers. Okay? We ain't dealing with none of that today. You can get up out of here real quick with the quickness. We ain't dealing with no scoffers, no mockers. I'm teaching. I feel like preaching. I don't feel like going back and forth with you dummies that can't understand and get it because you don't have the Holy Spirit and the Most High is going to destroy your ass. Point blank, period. And if you don't like it, then leave the live, boy. You ain't got no life. Come in here trying to go back and forth with me. You need to go back and forth with your motherfucking mama. Matthew 24 and 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. That's what's going on. So it's going to be more false prophets than real prophets. So it's going to be more pollution out there for you to fall trap to. More BS out there for you to fall trap to. They're gonna have, they're gonna have women teaching. Women gonna be looking good. Dang, she fine shit. You know how these YNs say, fine shit. She might look good, bro, but she don't supposed to be teaching. The scriptures say, give not thy power over to a woman, and the ways of which destroyeth kings. Okay? The scriptures say, don't lust after her eyelids. Okay? So it doesn't matter if she looks good. It doesn't matter how she sounds. It doesn't matter. You understand? She does not supposed to be teaching men, brother. Therefore, she don't supposed to be going live at all. Hosting a live. None of that. She don't supposed to be doing any of that. You understand? I don't think y'all listening to me. But it's all good though. I prophesy to the wind. I preach to the wind, as the scriptures say. We don't need nobody to listen, man. Because you know what's going to happen, bro. Prophecy is going to pass regardless. Look at this dumb shit. Okay. For this sister, you said, so she can't host a live for women? Okay, sister, in that setting, ain't men going to come in? Can you just make it gender based? This live is only for women. This live is only for women. Men gonna come in there. And men ain't gonna try to listen to the lesson. They gonna be trying to talk to you. You understand? Do you know what times we in? When was our women ever on the front lines fighting the war? When was our women ever swinging a sword? When was our women ever killing and cutting off heads? When was our women ever doing that? Never. Women are supposed to be keepers of the home. Stay your ass in the house. You understand? You women be trying to do too much, man. You be trying to do too much. All you got to do, you got an easy job. Sit back and support that man. And if you don't got a man, sit back, learn the scriptures, learn how you supposed to be as a woman, and then wait for Yahawah to give. This ain't my fucking opinion, bitch. Get out of here. We ain't dealing with that shit. And you know what? She is a bitch. You understand? And to this woman, hey, don't ask no what's going on. This is what's up with you women, man. I don't know y'all damn place. Kakama, we about, boy. Let's go to Barak. These women don't know how to shut the fuck up, man. A shameless woman, Barak 26 and 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear Yahawah. Now let's get that in the GNT. And it reads, a self-willed woman is a bitch, but a woman with a sense of decency honors Yahawah. So all you self-willed women talking about, it's my opinion. All right? You not listening to the scriptures. You jumping in here talking about what's going on. The fuck this got to do with you, Shirley? This ain't got nothing to do with you, Miss Shirley. You understand? This is a church setting. The church is for men. Okay? Women, you come and you be silent. Once again, this is Barak 26 and 25. And this is in the GNT. A self-willed woman is a bitch, but a woman with a sense of decency honors Yahawah. What did Yahawah say about women in the church? To remain silent. Stop poking your nose in everything. Stop being gossipers. Stop being busybodies. Stop worrying about everybody's business. All right? This is what's going on with you women, man. You be in the church fucking everybody. That's what you women be doing. Running your mouth at everybody. Sowing seeds of deceit. Sowing seeds of wickedness. That's what you women be doing, man. And you dudes that act like bitches, y'all be doing that too. Running your mouth, sowing confusion amongst the brotherhood. The Most High hates that. He hates that. All right? Once again, Isaiah 28:8. And the water for the fruits. My bad, man. I'm a little charged up. Today, I ain't gonna lie. This more like a YouTube lesson, man. I can't be free on TikTok. Y'all was about to get it. This like camp. This camp energy right here. I can't give camp energy on TikTok. I get my TikTok took down. All right, verse 8. For all tables, I gotta calm down. For all tables are full of vomit. And hey, that's funny. That's the spirit. It's a female named Shirley just followed me. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. Hey, I wasn't talking about you, Miss Shirley. I just saying. That's just in general. That's in general, man. Isaiah 28:8. For all tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. So first, you must get the milk, brothers and sisters. You must understand. And a part of that is understanding the order of things. Majority of women don't understand the order of things. Okay? You don't understand that you don't supposed to be talking in the church. You don't understand that you need to calm down and mind that man. You need to let that man be the authority figure. You know your life would be far better. Y'all women should hate the woman that wanted y'all to have equal rights. That wanted y'all to go and work. You understand? I mean, if I was a woman, I would not want to go to work. I got to go deal with the white man. I got to go deal with other people. I got to get up every day and go to a job. Hell nah. What type of woman wanted that for y'all? That's crazy. What's wrong with being a housewife? I got to be independent. I got to go make my own money. I can't have no man running over me. Are you stupid? You can't just sit in the house, lay on your back, have a man, lay a seed in you and be pregnant and give birth to a kid and cook and clean and take care. You can't just do. That's not good enough for you. Most of you women are insatiable, man. You understand? Nothing pleases you. So now you want to work. And then when you get to working, now you complaining about working. You talking about you want to be a passenger princess now. Okay? It wasn't never your job to go out in the workplace. Okay? Hey, Shalawam to my brother, a dog of Barak. That's my brother out there in Buffalo. All right? And Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham to everybody up in here, man. So keeping it going. Verse 10. For precept. And furthermore, man, let's read 9 again and let's get a precept. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. As we just read in 1 Peter 2, as newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word that you may grow thereby. And the question of the day is GMS not enough? Are you not getting enough milk from GMS? Are you not getting the proper understanding and breakdowns from GMS? I mean, obviously not, because brothers run to TikTok. Brothers run to all these bug out lives. I mean, shit, y'all tell me. I guess GMS ain't doing their job. I guess we not teaching enough. Shit, hey, Adar, we need to go overtime, My brother said, yeah, we need to go overtime. They say they not getting enough milk. They need more milk. Because, I mean, for some reason, they want to go over here. They want to go over here. They want to go over there. They want to go over there. They want to go over here. They want to go over there. I guess Great Millstone is not doing enough. I mean, that's what y'all telling us. We not doing enough. Right? Make it make sense. Let's go to Hebrews 5 and 12. Y'all can stop with the fruits, man. I think we good. All right, Hebrews 5:12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, you have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of power, and are become such as have need of, wow, milk, and not of strong meat. So you have to get the basics forever. This is something I told the brother Amawan. I see you, bro. Shalawam, GMS forever. The brother was going into wisdom being a woman. And yeah, that's wisdom, yeah. It's personified as a woman. But let's see if brothers actually study. What is wisdom truly? What is wisdom truly? Because I told a brother this when I was under Let the Precepts Talk page. And he was like, nah, bro, what you talk about? Wisdom ain't. Yes, exactly. Amana wa Allah. Wisdom is Yahawashi. Brothers should know that. Brothers should know that. Okay? I'm a wine. You bucked up against it because you didn't know who I was or whatever. But when I'm let the precepts talk, I still be talking that truth. I be scoffing on it, but I be talking that truth to see if brothers actually know the proper doctrine. And that goes into proving a friend, because wisdom is Yahawashi. And you can get that in Proverbs, the 8th chapter. Okay? And yeah, he's the tree of life as well. This knowledge, the Tawah, all of that, the light that was in the beginning. That's Yahawashi. All of that. So it's important to know these breakdowns, man. So keeping it going. For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. And it's okay to be a babe, brother. For babes, it's okay to be a man. Hey, I'm still a babe, bro. Okay? I'm still a babe. And I'm cool. I'm enjoying, like they say, man, trust the process. I'm enjoying the process of growing. I'm enjoying the process of learning. That's why I was in the live yesterday asking questions. You got to ask questions. You got to remain a student, brother. Remain a follower. Don't ever get high-minded in yourself. Don't ever think that you better or you bigger than something. Remain a student. Be a teacher, but remain a student. 14. But strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. Okay? And that's a humble thing for the brother to say. Salakia Ox still learning. That's it. Hey, we all still learning. And we all growing. But the fact is that you're humble and that you are learning. We got individuals out here, they just go off and they just teaching bullshit. And they're not sincere. And I saw the dude put up a little, yeah, I accept the rebuke. But you didn't really accept the rebuke if you ain't take the dumbass video down. How you accept the rebuke if you're not correcting your actions and you're not making a correction video? When you out here talking about zombies, walkers, talking about you not going into the chariot, if you don't believe Elder Apostle Tahar is Apostle Paul, you saying these type of things, bro, you need to make a correction video and you need to take those old videos down. So you can say you accept the rebuke all damn day, but your actions don't prove. You got to show us. Okay? To this individual, I'm not talking about the nation of Issachar. I'm talking about what the topic is today. This ain't your fucking program, bro. We ain't in your house, bro. This ain't going by your rules. I'm teaching what the Spirit put on me to teach today. Y'all think this pay-per-view Hebrew Israelite? Y'all think this pay-per-view Hebrew Israelite? Teach me what I want to know. Okay? And then he gonna tell me, then do it right, bro. Well, how do you do it right? As a matter of fact, you bring your ass up here and teach. Bring your ass up here and teach. That's what I thought. Shut your mouth. Okay? Keeping it going. So to teach, you need to have a teacher to teach you. What the brother say? You must learn to follow the leaders in order to lead the nation in the kingdom. So to teach, you must have a teacher teach you, so therefore you may teach. That's a perfect point to the brother Daniela. Some people can't read the room. And that's majority of these Americans. They're caught up in their selfish ways. They're caught up in their ego, their pride. They think that the world revolves around them. They come in every room and they think that it's supposed to snap to them. Like, no, brother, that's not how life works. As a baby, you never got told no. You know what I do to my daughter a lot? I tell her no. That goes back into the scripture. Numbers, the 12th chapter. If your father would have spit in your face, you have to do that to your daughter. You have to do that to your son. You have to humble them. You have to let them know the world is not always going to be nice to you. The world is not always going to give you what you want. It's a balance. It's not always going to be nice and easy and cupcakes and cake and pies and shit. Okay? So we see these individuals coming here with that type of mindset, and it goes back to an upbringing where they were failed in. Their parents failed the job. So now you out here thinking that the world is just going to be nice to you every single day. Bro, you got to get... That's the thing that the Navy did for me, bro. Cussed me out, beat me down, insulted me, humbled me, right? Made me feel like I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Put me through the grinder, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it made me humble. And I came out of that with more discipline, understanding. Okay? That's what brothers need, man. Well, sister, if you just here to listen, then just listen, sister. Just sit back in the back and listen. And look, as we said, read the room. Learn what's going on. Look at other sisters in this live. Let me see. Let me find another sister. Sister Cupcake, perfect example. That sister don't say nothing. She comes in, she greets, she says Shalawam. She may say Khan from here to time. You know what I'm saying? But she really don't. She stay in her place. Okay? When my wife come in here, she don't say nothing. You don't know. Nobody knows. Just come in, just dip in, dip out. Boom. She don't say nothing. She knows her role. She knows her place. A woman's place is not to be talking. Okay? Sodomite, I don't know what you talking about. What's your name? Pooh? The hell is you talking about? That's some... Yeah, we get you up out of here too. Okay? So, sisters, when you come into the church, because this is a church... Matter of fact, let's break that down real quick before we continue. Because this ties into a teacher. Let's get a real quick one. This is Hebrews 12 and I wanted that one. Let me go get that one. Hebrews 12 and 23. All right. To the general assembly and church of the firstborn which are written in heaven, and to Yahawah the judge of all, and to the spirits of just men made perfect. Okay. Now let's get that word church. What is it?
Strong's G 1577. Ecclesia. Ecclesia.
Ecclesia. What is it? A gathering of citizens called out from their homes into some public place, an assembly. What is this? This is a public place. And you know, you got these bug outs on here that say, it's not a public place. Bitch, this TikTok. Everybody see it. What you talking about? This ain't public. You put everything on here and you go viral. You got 100,000 views and 100,000 likes. That's not for the public. So you're not in a public setting. This is public. For everybody. The whole world is watching. That's why, bro, I tell brothers, bro, think about your reputation. Everybody's watching. Okay? Everybody's watching. That's why when you do something, you need to do it with the best of your ability. Okay? You don't need to half-ass it. I had to correct a brother. We was doing a live on YouTube yesterday, and the brother came in there. I ain't gonna call the brother out. I love the brother, man, but he gotta take it slow. He came in there spelling the Hebrew wrong. You know what I'm saying? Simple things like that. Look at stuff before you send it out. Proofread your message. Proofread what you saying. Proofread it. Okay? Hey, do I even need to say this? You know what? I ain't even gonna say this, man. You know, brother got it. Brother got it. Okay? When I'm in the live, bro, especially when I'm in the elders live, I'm not saying, brother, elders know what they doing. I don't gotta say shit. The fuck? Now, unless the elders ask, hey, can somebody post that precept? Can somebody give me the definition for that? Can somebody do this, do that? Then boom, I'm helping. Right? But for the most time, hey, teach. Y'all been teaching far longer than me. You don't need my help. Now, if the Spirit moves me to drop a precept here or there, okay, I'll do it in moderation. You know what I'm saying? In moderation. So keeping it going. An assembly of the people convened at the public place of the council for the purpose of deliberating. What are we going into right now? Is GMS not enough? Because it seems to me like GMS is not enough for y'all. Because y'all want to go over here and over here and over there and over there. The living water is not enough for these people. Because most Israelites have an insatiable spirit. Because it's coming from the characteristics of Esau. Esau is greedy. Esau is envious. Esau is jealous. So therefore, when you take on and you align yourself with the beast, you take on those characteristics of Esau. Now, you're envious. You're jealous. You're greedy. You're lustful. You're gluttonous. You want to eat 3 meals a day. Bro, I ain't ate today. I haven't ate today. Understand? I drank a little bit of water. That's it. I'm flowing off the spirit. And I may not eat until this afternoon. You got to put the spirit and put the flesh into subjection. All it is parasites that's telling you, man, I need some food. And you feel it. Them parasites be talking, man. That's why you need to fast. You don't need to wake up and eat, brothers and sisters. You wake up, you pray, you work out, you do some things around the house, you go to work, then you eat maybe around 1 or 12. You don't wake up and eat. That actually destroys you. Fast, why would you break your fast? They insulting you by naming it that. What does it say right here? The assembly of the Israelites. So, in a church, what is it commanded for women? And I wasn't even going to get on women. It was you women that came in here talking crazy that made me get on y'all. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. So we use common sense, though. When you go to church, you're going to say, hey, you're going to greet somebody. So when women come in, hey, it's Shalawam, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, and then you just chill out. That's it. That's simple. And then, hey, for new brothers, I wouldn't say too much either. Because you are observing, you are learning. You got to remember that you're new. You're learning. You are in training, brother. You are a babe. Okay? You don't want to speak out of turn. You don't want to furthermore embarrass yourself. What did I say? Everybody's watching. All right? So it goes into a good reputation. You want to build a good reputation about yourself. You understand? Me, myself, man, I had a reputation of being extremely zealous, over righteous at times. I got rebuked for it. I got corrected for it. Went through a falling out, things of that nature. Had to correct myself. Had to rebuke myself. Humbled down. You understand? It's a certain general spirit that you got to learn to be in. Okay? So don't be over righteous. And then what happens, man? Honor comes what? After humility. You humble down, you learn, you grow, you get the correct understanding. Then the Most High raises your spirit. He brings you up. Because you accepted him. You submitted yourself to him and his will. All right? Verse 35. And that the same for women. Bro, my woman is happy. My woman is happy. She's you know, she's joyous. We're good. You understand? So that's all through her submitting and getting in the role that she's supposed to be in. The Most High takes care of us. Because we listen and obey him. We follow him. Okay? We don't... Keeping it going. 35. And if they will learn anything, so you women, if you will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for women to speak in the church. And that's furthermore. Because why? Because we don't want to commit. We don't want to. Women, bro, I don't feel comfortable talking to your wife. You understand? Hey, where your husband at? Let me talk to him. You understand, sister? This is for sisters that have husbands. We talk to your husband. Okay? We don't overstep. This is the thing that you see in America. What do they say? That's my work husband. You crazy, man. What? Your work husband? You out your damn mind. Okay? That's wickedness, man. That's wickedness. That's not a joke. That's wickedness. Okay? It's borders and lines that you don't cross. And this furthermore goes into women don't need to work. And women will not work in the kingdom. You women will not work. You women are going to be keepers at home. You're going to be at home. You're going to be barefoot and pregnant. And if you bucking up against that right now, that's a demon. Your purpose is to be pregnant and to bear children. That's your purpose. That's why the Most High made you. To keep it going. So why would you buck up against that? That's crazy. Look, Becky said that's paradise. Hey, okay, Becky. Yeah, that's true. Now be quiet, shouty. Okay, just keep it down in the comments. But that's good, Becky. That's paradise. Being barefoot and pregnant. And that's the right spirit to have, yo. That's the right spirit to have, man. I got to clap for Becky right there. Okay? That's beautiful. Because that's how you women supposed to feel, man. Barefoot and pregnant. What's wrong with that? You don't have to go to work. You don't have to worry about none of this stuff going on in the world. The men are going to be the ones. We putting these Edomites in chains. We chopping their heads off. We doing all this different type of stuff. We out here fighting the wars. We doing all this type of stuff. We don't want our women on the front lines fighting. A woman does not have the emotions for that. For you women that think you can teach. Another thing as well. Let's get another precept. This is Matthew 22:9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as you shall find bid to the marriage. Now you women. No, look at this brother. This brother think he funny. He said, You don't have to be barefoot. Put some shoes on. Brother, that's a white man mentality, bro. And you think it was funny, but I'm going to go into it actually. Who gave you shoes? Who gave you rubber soles, plastic soles? What does that do? Let me get a shoe. All right, what does this shoe do to you? What does it do, bro? It disconnects you from the earth. What's in the earth? Energy. The first thing I did when I woke up today, I went outside. I got some sunlight, bro. I went outside. I got some sunlight. I grounded. Exactly, Bungie. Exactly. I went outside. I grounded. I walked on the grass barefoot. Got me some energy. You understand? You wake up and you power up with the earth. You use what the Most High has given you. I got a lesson that I'm preparing going into the sun. How the sun is divine energy, bro. The sun charges you up soon as you wake up. That's the first thing you need to get, man. It's some sunlight. You understand? It ain't just vitamin D. No, it's far more than that. The sun gives you melatonin, serotonin, etc., etc. Everybody knows that. But it's far more than that. Now, the serotonin activates your cells in your bodies to give you the energy to work through the day. It puts your body into a mood to work through the day. So when the sun come up, your body is like, oh, it's daytime. It's time to get up. I don't use an alarm. I got up this morning at 7:10 and my alarm goes off at 7:30. I got up before my alarm. You understand? Because I slept and the sunlight came in and hit me and it woke me up. That's another reason you should sleep in, to the best of your ability, try to sleep in pure darkness. In 100% darkness. Like I said, to the best of your ability. And then the sun is going to come through, it's going to hit you, and it's going to wake you up. That's going to be your alarm clock. The birds that's chirping outside my window is going to be my alarm clock. The Most High set that up for you, bro. You know? So funny joke, Will, but our women will be barefoot and pregnant. The earth is going to be clean again. You'll be able to walk on the ground just like that, bro. Exactly. I black out curtains to keep it purely dark to sleep and more. Look at this individual laughing. You don't understand life. All right? I'm going to pin you so everybody can see you because you want some attention. You don't understand life. You understand? And if you don't repent, you don't get right, man, the Most High will destroy you. Because you coming in here laughing, mocking at the prophets, bro. I just explained something that's extremely beneficial for you. And it's going to help your mood. But you want to laugh. Only Semites can be Israelites. We're Shemitic, brother. But we ain't got time for this foolishness today. I'm going to continue to preach. Okay? Look, that's a balance. He coming in here scoffing. Then Shirley, Miss Shirley, Shalawam, sister, you are an awesome teacher. Teaching the truth is important. That's a balance. Y'all saw that? That's how the Most High work. He sent the scoffer. Then he sent somebody that believes. You know? So let's keep it going, man. All right. So back to the point. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as you shall find, bid to the marriage. So these teachers that the Most High is going to give you, they're going to what? They're going to go forth into the highways. Going back to Isaiah 30 and 20, they're going to go back to the highways. They're going to be out on the street. Okay? That's where they're going to be at. They're going to be teaching on the street. You see Great Millstone doing that. Okay? That's what you're supposed to see. You see us brothers out there, man. You know, I can go all over. We out there. We on the highways and hedges. In front of the McDonald's, in front of the Walmarts. Okay, let me pull up some other brothers, man. Because the lesson is Great Millstone not enough? Because I'm getting the feeling that y'all brothers saying Great Millstone is not enough when we teach constantly. over and over and over. All right. Let me go get my brother Elder Hawad. That's one of my favorites. Okay, where these brothers at? North Carolina, out there, on the highways and hedges, doing what they supposed to do. You gonna see the men out there, man. Let me go get my elders out here in the Antelope Valley. Okay? Out there on the highways and hedges with the sign, teaching. That's how we supposed to be. Okay? Going from place to place, teaching. Okay? That's how we supposed to be. So when you see brothers on the corners teaching, all right, looking like this, garments down to the foot, teaching the doctrine, Bibles in their hands, all right, I'm not talking about the purple Power Rangers. I'm talking about the true men of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, that's not funded by the government. This is what you're supposed to see. This is what Yahawashi was doing. He was doing the same thing. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His true name is Yahawashi. So if our king was doing this, all right, why would you mock us when we do it? We're walking in his footsteps, bro. This is a similitude. You understand? So the people that mock us and scoff us, they mocked and scoffed Yahawashi. They threw rocks at him. They didn't believe in him. Everything that he did, they didn't like it. Those same people are back today, man. Okay? Once again, go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. Now that stems back to my point on women should not be teaching other men or in that capacity. If women want to teach women, which you can, then you do that in private. You do that on the phone. You do that through the DMs. You do that by sharing a sister a lesson for the brothers. Let's say a sister got an issue, a sister like, her rag situation. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Period. Okay, we call it the rag, whatever. So let's say a sister has an issue with that, and she like, sister, what do I do? And a sister is like, oh man, the brothers did a lesson on that, 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna send you this lesson. Boom, sister sends that lesson. That's how sisters can do it. That's how sisters can help. Or if she understands it, then she can explain it to you. And then she can send the brothers for extra support. This is how you can help another sister. Elder sisters help younger sisters, man. And you can teach your kids. Okay? You don't supposed to be starting lives, hosting lives, teaching men. And I don't care if you say it's just for women. Men are going to come in there, and they not coming in there to listen to your lesson. They coming in there to try to come in there. That's a double entendre. I'm done. All right, but they coming in there because they like you. A lot of men are simps, man. All right, they're not, you know what I'm saying? So you women have to use wisdom. It's not wise for you to be on the front lines, okay? Furthermore, that ties into you going out on the highways and hedges. You don't supposed to do that. If you could teach on TikTok, you better be able to teach on the highways and hedges. You understand? So if you women want to host all these lives on TikTok and stuff of that nature, okay, then why can't you go out on the highways and hedges? Oh no, brother, I stopped right there. Yeah. It wasn't called. You wasn't called to teach. The Most High has called men, Proverbs 8:4. Let's get that. And it reads, unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. This is why it goes back to you women. You need to be in that housewife type of attitude. Now, if you got to work, then you got to work. It is what it is. Okay? The brother said, I brought this up to a lady once, and all she bring up is Deborah being a judge. She don't understand it. She don't understand what happened. What did Deborah do? What was her place? To bring up Barak, to be a king, to save Israel at that point in time. That's it. All you got to go into is show her, hey, Deborah, all Deborah did was sing a song, as women are supposed to do. You know, you got your Kelly Prices, you got your Brandys, you got your Monicas, you got your Mariah Careys, you got your Whitney Houstons, you got your, these women can sing. Our women were singers. They could sing. Miriam sung a song. Deborah sung a song. Deborah, whatever you want to call her. Okay? A prophetess. All prophetess means is to sing a song, brother. That's all it is. Now, at this point in time, women could get dreams and things of that nature. It's nothing wrong with sharing your dream. Okay? My woman get a lot of dreams, and I told her if she want to start like a little page or whatever, don't show her face and just tell her dream, I'm fine with that. But she don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I tell her dreams when she tells me her dreams, because she gets a lot of dreams. You know what I'm saying? Let's say sisters don't have a man and you just want to put your dreams out. There's nothing wrong with that. But I would suggest you don't show your face. Okay? And you just talk from behind the camera and just share your dream. Don't try to break it down. Don't do any of that. Just share your dream and let that be that. You know, that's fine. Because as the scriptures say, the Most High is pouring out his spirit upon the sons and daughters of Israel. That's what he's doing. So women are getting a lot of dreams, prophetic dreams. Okay? But you should not be trying to break the dream down and teach and do all of this. No, that's not accurate. That's not according to the scriptures. I'll get this one precept. That's a good precept from Bungie, Acts 2:17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith power, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. This is talking about what? Us, man. So your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. They shall tell dreams. That's it. You don't supposed to have, women, you supposed to have your head covered. Men, when you prophesy, when you preach, when you teach, anything pertaining to the scriptures, you don't have your head covered. All right? Now let me see, man. I'm about done, man. We gonna get it done. Okay? Because we pretty much reached the point. Let's go back to Isaiah 29th chapter. Actually 28 and verse 10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. This is what we do. We go from here to there to here to there. We just got that Acts 2:17, right? So I could easily go to Joel, the 2nd chapter, and give you the same precept. Okay? Let's do that. Joel 2:28. And it shall come to pass afterwards that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids, in those days will I pour out my spirit. So you see how these precepts match up? So going to Acts, which Luke wrote Acts, okay? He was telling a certain prophecy. He was coming from Joel, the 2nd chapter. This is just reiterating it. That's 2 witnesses. Everything shall be proven through the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. So that's why you teach precept upon precept. This is the proper way to teach. Don't call it Hebrew hopscotch. like Debunking the Hebrew Israelites calls it, or Danny P calls it. These guys are bugged out, man. They don't have the understanding. They don't teach the proper way. They're not true Israelites, man. They're not true sons of God. They are through the blood, but through their actions and their ways, they're heathens. They're Gentiles. They act like the heathen nations. They want everybody to be saved when that's not what the scriptures say, man. You understand? So, man, I pray this was an edifying one, right? I'm going to end it right there. You know, if there's any type of questions, I'll take questions right now. All right? But the point, back into it, is GMS not enough? GMS is enough. More than enough, man. The Most High has poured out his glory. He's poured it out into all this planet, man. He's letting you know. Okay? So, you need to be on YouTube, man. All right, look, my brother, your Ram Gabor, that brother's still in here. All right, that brother got one up right now. 5 hours ago. Okay? This is how your notifications should be looking, man. The elder up there in New York, the brother Bakar Amath, beautiful breakdowns. This brother goes into every single chapter. Okay. Matter of fact, I go to his page real quick because this is a good page to follow because this brother goes into every single chapter. Look at the playlist. Okay? He goes into these chapters. Every single chapter, he breaks them down. All right? You know? He goes into every single chapter, you know, continuous. So that's Bakar Amath. Okay? Keeping it going. Let's keep it going. So, you know, just Joe and Jada. Joe and Jada funny as hell. They Israelites though. All right. Let me see. Let me find a really good one. My brother up in Canada. All right. Elder Apostle Ramlab. This is a page for new brothers. You should definitely follow Elder Apostle Ramlab. All right. Okay. GMS Info Doc. Channel 12. GMS Info Doc. Channel 12. Go ahead, Amanawala. Ask your question, Ak. I got you. Okay. Keeping it going. Brother Endure All. Yeah, I see that, brother. I love when I see brothers upload, man. You know. As y'all see, man, there's so many videos. I can't watch everybody's videos, but I tap into what I can. All right, we got brothers all over. GMS Virgin Islands. You know. You got brothers all over, man. Okay? But at the end of the day, like, it was this brother. I was doing this lesson for this specific brother, and he ain't even in here. You know? But it is what it is, man. But go ahead, man. Both of y'all. Y'all got questions? Ask the questions. I'm gonna end it with these two questions that these individuals have. So let's get it. Let's get these questions. The brother said, how does one become an elder in GMS? I'm just curious. How does one become an elder in GMS? The position of an elder is you need to have at least 20 years. Okay? The brother Yasharahla did a great breakdown on this. And then furthermore, you have to what? Have a good standing. You got to teach, okay, consistently. All right? Now, we call certain individuals elders, like the brother down in South Carolina, Manatazakba. We call him elder, but he's not an elder. Okay? You know, we call certain brothers that don't have 20 years, we call them elders. But they're not elders. But through the Spirit, bro, we know they're elders because they the leaders. All right? So it's just a, you know, it's a thing. But the actual elders are the elders up in New York. The elders up in Connecticut. The bishops, the apostles. Okay? You know, that go back 30 years plus. Right? All right? And elder simply also goes into senator. You know? This sister said, will you do a lesson for women's modesty and attire? More lessons for the way a woman should be? Yeah, sister, I will. I could. I could, most definitely. Okay. Let me see what I gotta do today. I'm about to go DoorDash. I got an appointment. I gotta get my hair braided tonight. Yeah, I'll be live again tonight. Okay. And I hope brothers didn't block her first account. You know, that's cold. I just muted it though. But yeah, I'll be live again tonight, and I might touch on that. Okay. And Amana wa Allah, Matazaba done told y'all, man, he's not an elder. Yeah. Okay, he's not an elder. But I get it. You know, he brought you into the truth. But he's not an elder, bro. You know? But I mean, hey, I get it. Cause brothers done called me an elder before. I'm like, yo, shut up, bro. I mean, I'm a babe. But brothers have a liking to certain brothers that teach. I get it. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that brother is simply a brother. I'm simply a brother. It is what it is. You know? That brother said, we all going DoorDashing today. Oh, shit. Hey, I see y'all brothers on the road spiritually. Be safe out there. All right, man. But yeah, to that sister, just follow the page, you know, and I'll be live later on tonight, okay? I'll be live later on tonight. You know, I pray this was edifying for y'all brothers and sisters. Pray y'all wrote some scriptures down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to turn to the east. I'm going to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Kakwadash. Those are the true names, once again, of the Father and the Son. Yahawah is the Father's true name. Yahawashi is the Son's true name. All right, let me pin that. Okay. And as always, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone, which rule well and teach well and sincerity taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right. Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. Kwam Yasharahla and abad babal to this wicked kingdom. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi destroyed this place yesterday, man. We ready to get up out of here. All right. So, hey, with that being said, Shalawam. Keep the faith, brothers and sisters. Shalawam. Oh, man. Yeah, them zombies. Hey, Shalawam.